Matthew, in the chat, I believe. Favorite way to brew with nuts? Dirty secret time. I don't use real nuts in beer. Grow up, okay? Come on. This is a family channel. I know people do use, people are roasting almonds, crushing them up, and doing all sorts of different things. I don't do that. I do a hazelnut stout called Holster, which will actually be coming out very soon. It's a great, big, rich cream stout, lactose stout, milk stout, whatever you want to call it. And we use and I use hazelnut extract in that. But I will say this: you might think that's a cheater thing or whatever. Here's the deal: the problem with using nuts in beer is that nuts have fat, and I don't want fat in going into a beer. I also, especially Holster, is a beer that goes into cans for us, and so I wouldn't want to be taking a beer that has fat in it going into a can and going warm on the store shelf somewhere. I think you're asking for troubles. If there's other folks that are doing it and they're killing it with it, God bless you. Me personally, I am using the TTB approved hazelnut extract from Apex Flavors, formerly Silver Cloud Estates, I believe. I love their stuff. It is awesome. I use it at a relatively low rate, far below what they suggest using, but you're going to hear me talk about this a lot. I'm all about attempting to layer flavor anytime you are doing an adjunct beer, right? You want to have, in this case, you want the malt supporting that hazelnut character as much as you can. So what I do to do that is I layer in a lot of very nutty malts into that. That beer, I've done that beer with a ton of Red X from Best, which to me is a very nutty version of Munich malt. I've also done that beer with a lot of Vienna, Munich, different things, trying to play up the toasty nuttiness of even just the base beer. And then when you fold in this low level of quality hazelnut extract on top of it, there's a natural extract, it just magnifies and it helps round it out throughout the beer. Okay. So I personally do not use nuts in beer. I do use coconut, but I'm using a pasteurized, basically coconut smoothie from Cholaco, which is a baller product, and you should check it out. If you are a fan of coconut beers, you really need to do that. This Motto series beer, this barrel aged beer that I was talking about before, dude, it's coming out so well. And I don't want to sound like I'm horn tooting, but it's a good product. That coconut product from Cholaca is a great product. And you have the underlying booziness, bourbon character from those beers, and then that nice robust roast character, deep chocolate coffee, dark chocolate coffee, bro. And then you throw that coconut on top, and that is luscious. Did I mention it's luscious? I did. So, anyways, yeah, man, if you are going to be using nuts in the brewing process, gun to my head, if I had to be doing that, I would increase surface area on them. I would crush them, because surface area is going to be a big thing. If you're going to be using almonds, I don't think you just want the whole almond going in there. Maybe other people are doing that, and that's great. They're doing some of those hot boy pastry stouts. That is absolutely going to explode that can within about 8 days after you get it. If you store it warm, that's awesome. Good for you. But I would say my hunch is you could potentially roast them whole and then break them up, or crush them up and then roast them. I do like the idea of raising the temperature of those of the nuts that you're roasting going into that beer. And at least from a microbiological standpoint, potentially you can get those things a little bit cleaner than they from a sanitation standpoint. But then I would go in on the cold side. I would have a finished beer that's kind of ready to rock. Not finished as in carbonated, but done fermenting, and then give it some time to age in a tank if you can. Rouse it if you can. Blow CO2 through the bottom of the tank or whatever vessel you have it in. You like that? I started doing the motion. Rouse that, spin that fermenter, that carboy, what have you, things like that, and then give it various contact time. I'd probably go, I don't know, at least 5 days on something like that, but I could be wrong. But yeah, I would check that out. I would check that out. All right, everybody, thank you so much for watching. If you feel as if you got any value out of the video, please like and subscribe. There are also other videos that you can watch. They're gonna maybe be over here or over here. Appreciate you watching.